इस सेशन की शुरुआत करना चाहती हूँ। तू शाहीन है परवाज़ है काम तेरा, तू शाहीन है परवाज़ है काम तेरा, तेरे सामने आसमान और भी है। इसी के साथ हमारे मुकर्रिरीन, हमारे स्पीकर्स डायस पे मौजूद हैं। मैं खैर मकदम करती हूँ, मैं वेलकम करती हूँ सीके ज़ुबैर साहब का, आसिफ अंसारी साहब का, पीके फ़िरोज़ साहब का और एडवोकेट फैज़ल बाबू साहब का। आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आप डायस पे यहाँ पर हैं। ये यूथ लीग इंडिया का 2016 से 2025 ये जो 10 साल का जो एक टाइम पीरियड रहा है, इसमें यूथ लीग का जो स्ट्रगल है, जो उसका प्रोग्रेस है, ये कैसा रहा है, किस तरीके से इन लोगों ने स्ट्रगल किया है और आज इस मुकाम पर है। आज हमारे बीच ओपन डिस्कशन करने के लिए मौजूद है। तो हमारे जो स्पीकर्स है, जो हमारे मुकर्रीन हैं, उनमें नाम है सीके ज़ुबैर साहब का, आसिफ अंसारी साहब का और फैज़ल बाबू का। और इसकी जो इफ्तिताह करेंगे, जो चेयर है, जो चेयर करने वाले, वो पीके फ़िरोज़ साहब है। तो मैं आवाज़ देना चाहती हूँ पीके फ़िरोज़ साहब को कि वो जो है वो इसकी इफ्तिताह करे, इसकी जो है ओपनिंग करे। पीके फ़िरोज़ साहब, प्लीज़ वेलकम।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम. So, MYL India 2016 to 25, a decade of struggle, resilience and progress. This is the session. So, there is no formality. We have some guests, all of you know. Mr. C.K. Zubair Sahib is the National Secretary of Indian Union Muslim League, and he was the first General Secretary of Muslim Youth League National Committee. Give him a big applause. And Asif Ansari, he was the President of Muslim Youth League National Committee, and Faisal Babu, he was the General Secretary of Muslim Youth League National Committee. So I welcome Zubair Sahib and Asif Ansari and Faisal Babu to this session. So first of all, I would like to congratulate the National Office Bearers of Muslim Youth League Committee for organizing such a wonderful delegates conference here. When I am sitting here, it brings me many memories. I was the national convener of Muslim Youth League since 2012. I think between 2012 and 2014. At that time, Asif Ansari was with me and 7 other members across the country. We had a meeting at Mumbai and we had organized a 2-day delegates meet at Kolkata. Zubair Sahib attended kiya tha, Ashraf Ali, Ahmad Saju and many other members who are sitting here. Already they were also attended in that 2 days delegates meet. But now I am remembering that when we organized a 2 days delegate meet, we had struggled a lot to bring participants to that delegates meet. Majority from who attended that delegates meet, majority are from Kerala. Very few members there came from other than the Kerala states. But now we are sitting here in this delegate meets. Kerala members are very few and the other members across the country, they came here, they are attending this, participating in this 2 days delegates meet. So I congratulate all of you who makes this delegates meets a grand event, a success. So I congratulate all of you. So I am asking C.K. Zubair Sahib what is your experience as a General Secretary of Muslim Youth League National Committee to organize? So you travel a lot across the country, many issues you faced. So what was your experience as a General Secretary of Muslim Youth League National Committee?
Assalamu alaikum. So first of all, I congratulate the present committee for having such a big gathering here without much presence of the Malayali Mallus. And it's one of the, I think, milestone of the journey of National Youth League. And I remember that day, in 2017, April 27, we founded the first MYL National Committee in Bangalore Town Hall. In that town hall, the welcome speech by Kunyalikundu Sahib and all the IUML leaders were there. And Qadar Modi Sahib announced the committee after the consensus and discussion with the more or less states who are present at that time. But that committee with the Sabir Ghaffar is also the member of your ad hoc committee, I think. And now he is the member of PSC, Public Service Commission of West Bengal. And me and this Faisal Babu, Asif Ansari, and Yunus from Tamil Nadu. So, at that time, there is a joke that these people were accommodated in Youth League just for the accommodation. And the prediction was there is no result. There will not be any result out of this committee. But in the history of my political life, I was the General Secretary of MSF Kerala State and the General Secretary of MYL. And I had many experience in I started my career from, MSF Punjab General Secretary until the State General Secretary. I had many experience. We made the Cordoba Conference and everything. But my political signature was as a General Secretary, I can say, it is, I done this work as the General Secretary of MYL National Committee. And in that journey, we had many different experience and achievements. That is what I can say. One is we started our career, the journey from Bangalore. Then in the first, in every issues, that time the Modi regime, and there are many issues came. In every issues, we were the first party to visit and console the teams. And we had many visions also. So these are the expectation and thoughts of the Kerala people. We made the height of that expectation in a level, and they appreciated in very many manner. So I thought that the career, the starting with the first committee of National Youth League is well done, and the team of us is continuing that process. That is I think this is a very, a different experience of my political career as the General Secretary of National Committee. So this is what I can say. It is the experience is different, and it taught me many things as a politician. And I can also say that with the support of these people, Munawar Ali Shihab Tangal is sitting here, and the Feroz, that state committee is the first committee who support us to making the first national committee, and the leaders also. And there were no regrets about the first national committee, because we can march ahead that what is the expectation of the leaders. So we've done a much good work in that time.
Okay, Asif Ansari, we three are from Kerala. So you are from outside the Kerala, you are from Delhi. So I'm asking you, how you became a Muslim leaguer? You can speak in Hindi, no problem. And what was your journey throughout your life as a Muslim League member?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जैसा पी के फिरोज़ साहब ने बताया कि सिनेरियो चेंज हो चुका है। आज 80% लोग नॉर्थ इंडिया से बैठे हैं और सिर्फ 20% लोग केरल से हैं, तो अपने ज़बान भी हम वो यूज़ करेंगे जो यहाँ पर यूज़ होती है। मुस्लिम लीग में एक्चुअली क्या है कि आने का जो मकसद था वो ये है, जब हम जामिया में पढ़ा करते थे तो उस टाइम भी हिंदुस्तान के मुख्तलिफ़ शहरों में कहीं कुछ राइट्स होता था, कहीं मुसलमानों पे एट्रोसिटीज़ होती थी। ऐसा नहीं है कि ये सिर्फ 2014 के बाद शुरू हुआ, ये पहले भी होता था। तो हमें ये एक्सपीरियंस हुआ जब हम जामिया में थे 2099 में, हॉस्टल में आके पुलिस ने स्टूडेंट्स को मारा था। जो लोग दिल्ली में हैं वो ये इंसिडेंट जानते हैं। और पूरे हिंदुस्तान के किसी भी लीडर की, दिल्ली में मौजूद किसी भी लीडर की ये हिम्मत नहीं हुई थी कि वो उस इंसिडेंट्स को लेके कुछ बोल सके। बनात वाला साहब ने उसके ऊपर कुछ बयान दिए थे। तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि कोई तो है मर्द मुजाहिद जो हमारे लिए आवाज़ बुलंद कर रहा है। तो मैं उस आइडियोलॉजी से इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ था। मैं धीरे धीरे, जो मेरे कुछ नॉन लोग थे जो मुस्लिम लीग में, बहुत कम लोग थे, आज भी दिल्ली में मुस्लिम लीग में कम ही लोग हैं, लेकिन मैं उनके टच में आया, कुछ मेरे रिलेशन में थे वो लोग, तो उन्होंने मुझे मुस्लिम लीग से लोगों से मिलवाया। 2010 में, आई थिंक 2010 दिसंबर-नवंबर में एक कमेटी, कन्वीनिंग कमेटी मुस्लिम लीग की, मुस्लिम यूथ लीग की बन रही थी कैलीकट में। मैंने वो सेशन अटेंड नहीं करा, बट मेरा नाम वहाँ पर चला गया था। तो वहाँ पर मुझे मुस्लिम यूथ लीग का नेशनल कन्वीनर, 7 कन्वीनर वहाँ पे चुने गए थे, जिसमें पी के फिरोज़ साहब मेन थे, बाकी हम 6 लोग और थे। तो मैंने वहाँ से अपना ये सफ़र स्टार्ट किया है। मेरा मानना है कि जो इंडियन यूनियन मुस्लिम लीग है, ये ना तो हमारी विरासत है और ना खैरात है। इंडियन यूनियन मुस्लिम लीग हमारी अमानत है जो हमें हमारे बुज़ुर्गों ने दी है, और ये हमारा फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि हम इस अमानत को संभाल के रखें, और ना ही सिर्फ संभाल के रखें बल्कि उस फ़रीदे को अदा करें जो कायदे मिल्लत इस्माइल साहब ने उस वक्त देखा था जब हिंदुस्तान का बंटवारा हुआ था। वो आज़ाद हिंदुस्तान में 2 अहम फ़ैसले लिए गए थे। एक, मौलाना आज़ाद साहब ने कहा था कि अब मुसलमानों को किसी मुस्लिम पार्टी की ज़रूरत नहीं है, मुख्तलिफ़ पार्टियों में चले जाओ और सब ख़त्म हो जाओ। उसके बनिस्बत इस्माइल साहब ने फ़ैसला लिया था कि अब वो वक्त है जब मुस्लिम पार्टी की सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, और जो मैं तुम्हें आज बता रहा हूँ तुम्हें आने वाले वक्त में समझ में आएगा। तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि आज इस पार्टी की कितनी सख्त ज़रूरत है। तो बहरहाल मैं बात लंबी नहीं करता, सिर्फ अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में बताता हूँ कि 2011 में जब हमने स्टार्ट किया वर्क, तो हमारी पहली जो मीटिंग हुई थी, वो फिरोज़ साहब ने बताया, वो हमने मुंबई में करी थी। केरला जमात का हॉल था, उसमें करी थी। तो हम 7 कन्वीनर वहाँ पर आए। वहाँ पे डिफरेंट हमें काम दिया गया कि भाई सबको अपने अपने शहरों में जाके, अपने अपने स्टेट्स में जाके मुस्लिम लीग को बनाना है, मुस्लिम यूथ लीग को खड़ा करना है। अब आप कंडीशन देखिए कि यूथ लीग तो खड़ी क्या करते, मुस्लिम लीग के नाम पे भी हर स्टेट में 2-2, 4-4 आदमी थे। अब मैं दिल्ली में आया, मेरे अलावा मुस्लिम यूथ लीग में कोई भी नहीं, इवन मुस्लिम लीग में भी 5, 7, 10 आदमी। लेकिन हिम्मत करी, ढूंढना शुरू करा, लोग मिले, एक छोटी सी यूनिट बनाई। शहजाद मौजूद है, ये भी उस वक्त का पहला दिल्ली स्टेट का प्रेसिडेंट है, जो आज भी हमारे साथ है माशाल्लाह से। शाजू मौजूद है। एक्चुअली शाजू उस वक्त एक कोऑर्डिनेटर का काम कर रहा था, एक ब्रिज का काम करता था। मैं फिरोज़ साहब को जानता नहीं था, वो नंबर एक्सचेंज करता था हमारे कि आप बात करो, आसिफ भाई फिरोज़ साहब से बात करो, वो दिल्ली आ रहे हैं, उनका प्रोग्राम करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है। मतलब माशाल्लाह एक बेलौस खिदमत जिसे कहते हैं ना, बेलौस इबादत जिसको कहते हैं, वो ये लड़का कर रहा था उस टाइम। तो हमने भी फिर हिम्मत करी, हमने भी काम करा, हमने भी मेहनत करी। हमने कहा फिरोज़ साहब आप आइए, और इफ़ यू रिमेंबर कबूतर चौक पे प्रोग्राम कराया था, बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम कराया था, वो बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम था सुंदर नगरी में। उस वक्त के हिसाब से वहाँ पे 500 आदमी आए थे। पहला प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम कराया, कमेटी डिक्लेयर करी और तब से अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह काम करते जा रहे हैं। फिर बीच में थोड़ा सा गैप आया कि वो कन्वीनिंग कमेटी प्रॉपर कमेटी उस वक्त नहीं बन पाई, उसने टाइम लिया, 5 साल का टाइम लिया। और मैं जब मेन नेशनल कमेटी बनी तो मैं उसमें अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वाइस प्रेसिडेंट मेरे को बनाया गया और मैं काम करता रहा। उसके बाद सेकंड कमेटी बनी तो मुझे उसमें प्रेसिडेंट बनाया गया। उसके बाद आज अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह IUML नेशनल कमेटी में सेक्रेटरी मुझे बनाया गया। तो मेरा आप लोगों से बस यही एक दरख्वास्त है कि यही एक पार्टी है, अमानत है, इसको उसी तरीके से समझिए, उसी तरीके से काम कीजिए। इसमें सब कुछ है। मुस्लिम लीग जिस शहर में हम बैठे हैं आज, इसको आगरा कहते हैं, हिंदुस्तान में हज़ारों इमारतें हैं मगर ताजमहल सबसे हसीन है। उसी तरीके से हिंदुस्तान में हज़ारों पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हैं मगर मुस्लिम लीग उसका ताजमहल है। तो मुस्लिम लीग को कोई डिफीट नहीं कर सकता, आइडियोलॉजिकली में हमें कोई डिफीट नहीं कर सकता। इसलिए हम बड़ी मजबूती के साथ आज भी हैं, कायदे मिल्लत की जो आइडियोलॉजी है उसको लेके आगे चल रहे हैं, मुस्लिम यूथ लीग को आगे बढ़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं। और मुस्लिम लीग का दिल है मुस्लिम यूथ लीग, तो उस दिल में हमने भी सफ़र किया है और आप लोग भी सफ़र कर रहे हैं। तो आप सब लोगों से भी गुजारिश है कि उसको आगे बढ़ाइए। बाकी मेरा सफ़र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मुस्लिम यूथ लीग में बहुत अच्छा रहा। मैं ये कभी नहीं कहता कि किसी चीज़ की कोई कमी रही है। सब लीडर्स ने जिस वक्त जिसको जो काम पड़ा उन्होंने किया, हमें सपोर्ट भी किया। कुछ कमियां हमारे अंदर हैं जो हम वहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पा रहे हैं जहाँ तक हमें पहुँच जाना चाहिए था, बट अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सफ़र जारी है और इंशाल्लाह वी विल गेट व्हाट वी वांट इंशाल्लाह।
Inshallah. Faisal Babu, now we are at Agra. When we see Taj Mahal, not only we, everyone will says, "Oh, what a beautiful!" How this Taj Mahal became a beautiful monument? Behind that, there is many members, hardworking members who gave their sweat, strength, even their life. Like Taj Mahal, Kerala State Muslim League, if somebody they are seeing outside the Kerala, they will say, "Oh, Muslim League is a very strongest party in Kerala." But how they became a strongest party? Many members, many hardworking members who gave their sweat, strength, even their life. So, as a previous General Secretary of Muslim Youth League National Committee, became a strongest party in India. What is your suggestion to this audience?
Thank you, Firoz, because he started with Taj Mahal, referring Taj Mahal. I believe Muslim Youth League National Committee decided to conduct this kind of a program in Agra for MYL India. Taj Mahal is not just a structure of marble. It is a reminder. It is a reminder to golden legacy, tradition, heritage, and everything. So this time we are blessed because in 2000, Bill Clinton made a comment after visiting Taj Mahal. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who have seen Taj Mahal and have not. So those delegates who are sitting before me, we all are blessed. We are in the second list. And when I'm coming to the answer to the question made by Mr. Brother Firoz, I recall in the year of 2017, on a fine morning, I received a call from CK Zubair. Faisal Babu, dare to come national span of IUML. On those days, I was there in Malappuram district, being the General Secretary of Muslim Youth League District Committee. That time, Zubair Sahab was inviting me to be on the floor of IUM, Muslim Youth League National Committee is going to be formed. I shared this idea with my colleagues. Ferozi, it was quite unfortunate. Many of my friends strictly advised me, national IUML activity, absolutely a comedy. You never ever go there. Before forming MYL India, that was the scenario. But I know Zubair Sahab. He was the person behind MYL Kerala. He was person behind MSF Kerala. He was person behind many of achievements like Cordova Conference. Because in the perspective of a practical politics, nobody go from Malappuram district because Malappuram is the hub of Muslim League politics. We are having the chance and opportunity to become MPs, MLAs, at least the local body members. Why I take effort and risk to go beyond Malappuram and say for zone of IUML? But my brother Feroz and all of the members, as I told you, before 2017, our enemies mocked us, IUML national affair. But now, whatever happened in the national level, the entire community hopefully look into MYL, what they are going to do and what they are going to take the stand. And this kind of a paradigm shift happened after introducing Muslim Youth League on 27th of 2017. So this is what a result. Very beginning, Feroz Saab mentioned that the current committee under the leadership of Sarfaraz and TP Ashraf Ali, they made this camp as a wonderful event just because of the flow of that effort, the continuation of that kind of dedication. So this time, I'm so happy be with MYL India because I know Kashmir, because of Kathua. I know Punjab, because the Kathua trail is going on now, Pathankot. I know Haryana because severe riot happened in Noor. I know Delhi because the capital of Muslim Youth League and MYL activities. I know Uttar Pradesh because of Kanpur, because of Meerut, because of so many places. Our active presence, IUML presence is there. I know Maharashtra. I know Bengal, Murshidabad. I know Assam because of Gundur. I know Uttarakhand because of Nainital. I know each and every places in the states of India, not in terms of any picnic, not in terms of any kind of traveling, trading, exporting, importing, only because for the past 8 years, we were there on the floor when mob lynching happened. We were there on the street when bulldozer happened. Only because of that, I know each and every state of India. So I believed. His call and his invitation was a journey, a call to start a historic journey. I'm so happy and blessed with being the immediate past General Secretary of Muslim Youth League. Thank you.
Zubair Sahib, he mentioned about the Kathua case. Actually, you were lead that case. So, can you explain what you did for the success of that case? Already 3 culprits are punished. No, six are punished. So, what you did in that your journey?
That day, we discussed how to spend that money for the family. We collected the money for helping the family legally and livelihood also. So, for the livelihood, the many people contributed lakhs of rupees. For the legal help, nobody approached them. So we divided that fund into 2. For the family, 10 lakh rupees and the remaining amount for the legal help. And that we had done in a good manner and resulted in a thumping,
Yeah, without this team, without Muslim Youth League National Committee, nobody punished in that Kathua case.
No.
Six culprits are punished. Three, they got life imprisonment, I think.
Yeah, all of them.
All of them life
Yeah,
imprisonment.
only
Yeah.
one were acquitted because of the minor case, yeah? No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now trial is
we
going
filed
on.
an appeal because this is not enough. This punishment is not enough like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Minor.
yeah, yeah. Juvenile.
Trial is going on. Appeal is also uh, in the Haryana. Sorry.
So give them a good applause.
The thing is that the judgment day, there was not a single member from that family of the Asifa in the court.
Yeah,
Only 3 people from the part of the family,
yeah,
and 3 people are from Indian Union Muslim League
yeah. Subair Sahib and Faisal Babu and Shibu Mira.
and Shibu Miran. And all
They
RSS,
represented the family.
the RSS goons and their family members were there, gathered to celebrate their success. Their, yeah.
No. The Subair Sahib is saying that the family never come to the Pathankot court.
Yeah, that is what.
They never come.
They came.
Eh?
They,
Yeah, not a single member. Only Youth League members, C.K. Subair Sahib and Faisal Babu, Shibu Miran, they traveled several times to Pathankot only for this case.
and the Kathua case is the one of the one of the milestone of the MYL history. And before the Kathua case, we were there in the field also for the victims. Even anybody knows the name of the Alia. Alia is the name of a girl. She is the daughter of Qasim Pilakwa, this in UP. And she has a dream. She had a dream to have her own home. Once her father died, they are homeless people and they are incomeless people. Nobody is supporting them. And the family lived with her brother, his brother, Qasim's brother, and they are asking to keep that home also. That time we decided to support the family by building Baitur Rahma in Pilakwa. That is also one of the milestone of MYL. We built a Baitur Rahma in the name of Shihab Tangal family. In the Muhammad Ali Shihab Tangal, we built a Baitur Rahma in UP for the martyr. And he was lynched in the name of cattle.
Assalamu alaikum. Just want to add some of the points which you left. Actually, Muslim Youth League National Committee was formed when Firoz and myself was the president and secretary. And that was it was an honor for us to have the National Committee from us. And they were telling about the story, the council which held in Bangalore. And before that, in 2009 or 2010, there was a journey that was organized by Youth League State Committee, I think when Shaji and Shamsuddin was the president and secretary. I remember it was immediately my great father passed away. So I saw a group of people coming to Kerala, and I had the opportunity to interact with them. And they visited a lot of institutions in India, in Kerala. They started from Ernakulam. They visited Chairman Masjid, the first mosque in Kerala, in India. Then later on, some other places like Pannani. and some other institution which was built by the support of Muslim League. And also they visited some Islamic institution like Darul Huda Islamic University. And that journey made a revolution in the history of Muslims in India. Mateen Khan from Bengal, and that time Sabir Ghaffar and his father Shaheen Shah Jahangir, they also were part of that. Then they were very impressed with the campus, Darul Huda Islamic University. So they felt that it will be a successful model in North India, because a lot of Urdu speaking students are studying in already in Darul Huda. So Mateen Khan, he was very interested to donate the land. He was a scientist. And the discussion started and ended up with having a good campus in Bhimpur, or where is that, Bengal? Anyone in Bengal from here? Yeah, Darul Huda campus. It is in Bhimpur or somewhere. So that made in a history, because so Youth League had played a vital role to make an educational revolution in North India. So that spread to Assam. The Assam, our friends are here, and in Ponkanur already we have campus now. We have a campus in Meerut, in Maharashtra, Bhiwandi, and so in Karnataka, Madannur and other areas also. And that is one of our achievement. And here I forgot to congratulate Ashraf Ali is here, and Safraz in my speech I forgot to congratulate for conducting such a great event. You also had a good event, the protest you done in Delhi regarding the vote chori. That was one of the successful, and only few members from Kerala, and the rest 97% from out of Kerala. That is one of the success. And here, as Feroz said, in most of the our delegate meet, our people will be coming from Kerala, and it will be spread. It will be full of from Kerala. And I also congratulate Faisal Babu for conducting Chintan Milan in Lonavala. It was one of the great tourist place. We were discussing Lonavala or Agra was better, and it is different. It is so different, geographically different, and theologically different. And there also we had a good discussion. A lot of that policeman who came, Raman, he had a very insightful speech that also inspired us. And this kind of lot of discussion, and Zubair Sahib also brought many people to Kerala, like Afsif Mujtaba. He is such a great person. He is doing a lot of work. And also we brought many activists from North India, like CH Mohammed seminar was one of the historical things that was led by C.K. Zubair Sahib and Faisal Babu. That Basha Singh and other many dignitaries came, and it also a product of Youth League actually.
One more thing I have to add, that the father of Manavar Ali Shihab, Muhammad Ali Shihab Tangal, is a person known for the communal harmony. And Asansol Imam, remember that name? Asansol Imam is famous for the communal harmony because the son was killed by the mob of Hindu community, and the entire Muslim community want to kill somebody. That time Asansol Imam told them, if you kill or if you attack anybody, then I will resign the Imam post. And he made the model for the communal harmony. That time we contributed 5 lakh rupees for that family who lost their dearest son. The Youth League. Maulana Muhammad Imdadullah Rashid, Imam of Asansol. We went there, we met him, we congratulated him. And we went to Unnao. Unnao is nearby here. You remember that girl, the Unnao girl, attacked by the BJP team, BJP MLA and the family also. Unnao. In the Unnao case, we contributed 5 lakh rupees that family for the legal fight. These all are in the history of Youth League. And we went there in Hathras, where the Dalit girl killed, raped and killed. So we supported that family. We went there. That time, we don't know how to go there, and we went there and visit that family. Eh? Yeah. One of the histories, IUML supported. IUML is also one of the other Darul Huda in Assam. Because of the riot fund, the remaining fund of the riot fund, the Assam riot, the first we visited, Sadiq Ali and me visited in 2003. Yeah. So 2013, Youth League time. 13. Yeah, 13. Just before Anifa died, as a Youth League. Muslim League collected money. We collected the dress. We went there, yeah. And the remaining fund we spent for the Darul Huda. And with that fund, they built the Darul Huda in Assam. Finally, we can say this is the venue. We decided the declaration will come. 18 crore Muslims are in India. We are a strong community in India. But the condition is very pathetic. So there is only the salvation for the community is Indian Union Muslim League. And the pillar of Indian Union Muslim League is youth wing of Indian Muslim League, that is MYL.
My name is Mohammad Tariq Anwar. I am from Kishanganj, Bihar, Kurtuba Institute of Academic Excellence. So sir, I would like to ask you that why North Indian states are more forced by why North Indian states are more forced by these rights, and why the Kerala state is not, there is not any rights are happening there. And my next question is that what is the reason behind the Muslim League lagging behind in northern state? Because Muslim League is very lift up in Kerala, but Muslim League is very lagging behind in our northern state like Bihar, Bengal or Assam. So what's the reason behind it?
One thing is that there was a history of Indian Union Muslim League. In West Bengal, we had 3 ministers and 7 MLAs in 70s. In 70s, 1 MLA was from Firozabad in UP, and 4 MLA was from Maharashtra. There was a history of IUML, and there is a hope also. But Kerala, we made the history coexisting, co-living culture is there. That is one of the reasons. And I think after the independence, after the partition, the South Indian leader led to keep the IUML, the ideology of IUML in India. Qaid-e-Millat Muhammad Ismail Sahib and Sidi Sahib, who fought for the IUML. And they made the soil, they made the sea, they made the environment for the IUML in South India, in the calm and peaceful atmosphere. And there is a hope also. In North India, if we work in dedicatedly, ideologically, the people of India will have the support to build the IUML in North India. We have to make such a strategy to build IUML in North India.
So let's wind up a session. Let's be not the part of problem, be part of the solution. So Chintan Milan suggested some points for the solution. We have to expand our party specifically and particularly. For that, Mission 100 suggests we have to concentrate 100 constituencies. And creating leaders is the next solution. That is, Banatwala Academy for Leadership Excellence. Then we have to rebuild the cultural legacy For that, Hazrat Mohani Cultural Collective. So we collect the resources, the HNI, High Network Individuals. For that, GEL, Global Entrepreneurship League. So we are closing the session. ما لكم لا تقاتلون في سبيل الله والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان. MYL not just calling you, this is the calling of Quran or text. What is your justification not to fight in the favor of men, women, children? MYL calls you to be there on the street. Assalamu alaikum.